Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show, and in this part of the Cricket Happening Show we are looking at the business end of the tournament in the Sri Lankan Premier League, where Next and Nagenhira Nagas clashed today, and that decided the semi-final lineup in the Sri Lankan Premier League 2012. So we have come to the business end of this particular Sri Lankan Premier League. The first semi-final will be played between Wayamba versus Next at Colombo, and that will be on 28th of August. And on 29th of August, the semi-final lineup will be Nagenhira Nagas today, who actually defeated the Next by 6 wickets to go into the semi-finals, and they will be clashing with Kandurata Warriors at Colombo on 29th of August, and the finals should be on 31st of August. So just talking about this particular match which happened between Next and Nagenhira Nagas, it was Next who actually batted first, ran up a score of 160 for 7. Munawira was the one, as you know, he has been selected in the T20 World Cup 2 basically for his aggressive batting, and today he definitely showed not only the aggressive batting in the earlier part, but when he saw that wickets were going, he could also steady himself. So in fact Munawira showed some very good application there in making 45 of just 35 deliveries, 2 fours and 3 sixes. Other than that, Kandambi contributed 33 of 29 balls with 3 fours and 1 6, 23 from Shivnara and Chandrapal of 18 balls with 2 fours and 1 6, and 160 for 7 on the board for the Next team, with Shaminda Ranga bowling superbly today. 4 overs no maiden, 2 for 25. Alvitigala 4 overs 2 for 35. Alvitigala is basically a bowler who doesn't show any reaction. Normally a pace bowler gets flustered, or he gets a bit, he's really pumped up. But Alvitigala, well, no reaction. A very reactionless person right now, Alvitigala. I was just watching him today. 4 overs no maiden, 2 for 35. Mendes 3 overs for 33 was very, very costly. Granholm 3 overs 17 and 4 overs for 38 for Zanadai. Now, Nagenhira Nagas, it was a good total, which was 160, but Nagenhira Nagas actually made short work of it, thanks to Imran Nazir, the opener, coming in and crashing 44 runs of just 25 deliveries, 8 fours and 1 6 that he hit on the bowling of Jacob Oram. And then 37 coming from Travis Bird from Australia, 37 of 30 balls, the Australian, 3 fours and 1 6. But Angelo Matthews, the captain, really took them to victory by clubbing 43 of just 33 deliveries, 3 fours and 1 6, and it was all over. In the 20th over, Nagenhira Nagas had gone over the finishing line, and they had won the match by 6 wickets to book a semi-final place to play Kandurata Warriors on 29th of August. So looking at the bowling figures, Jacob Oram 3 overs 1 for 22, 2 overs for 10 for Andrew McDonald, 4 overs 1 for 26 for Sena Nayak, who picked up that very important wicket of Imran Nazir, but to no avail. Jayam Pati 4 overs for 37, 3 overs for 33 for Hamad Azam, Prasanna 3 overs none for 27, and Munawira bowled 1 ball, which was the winning hit, which was hit for a boundary by Angelo Matthews to get them to the semi-final spot. Now, as far as the Sri Lankan Premier League is concerned, now as I said, we are at the business end of the tournament. We have reached the business end of the tournament. The semi-final lineup has been decided. The finals is on 31st of August, and that is as far as the Sri Lankan Premier League is concerned. Now we will have a look at 2 matches which are coming up, but what I can do is I can do a preview of the England versus South Africa clash, which is going to happen, the second one-day international, which is going to happen at West End, and this is at Southampton, Hampshire. And the one thing, as you know, in the last match it was rain hit match, but we definitely saw glimpses of Ian Bell. Ian Bell, normally we know that he has become aggressive, he has attuned himself to the one-day cricket, but what one saw on that particular day was something unbelievable. 25 runs of just 18 balls, he was an unbeaten 25 when play was called off, and he had 2 sixes of the bowling of Moni Morkel. It was 1 over long off and 1 over mid wicket. So Ian Bell has shown that he is real material. Whatever the format of the game, Ian Bell is here to stay in the England team. Well, now just talking about this particular match which is going to happen tomorrow. Again, South Africa get one more crack. Last time I told you in the first one-day international, which was rained out, I said that South Africa would become the first team to have in all the 3 formats of the game. Now, one of the persons was probably a friend or a subscriber. He actually disputed the fact, and he said that, well, it has happened in the past too. I probably said England are the ones. Well, I wouldn't know. If he is right, well, that's great. But as far as I know, South Africa get one more crack at becoming the team to be number one in all the three. Right now, they are number one in the 2020 cricket. I mean, they become, they can be number one in all the formats of the game. I hope I am right, but this is what I feel. And looking at the South African squad, let's talk about the England squad first. Now for England, Alistair Cook is the captain, opening with Ian Bell. We saw them in the first One Day International, probably for a brief while. Jonathan Trott, Ravi Bopara is still there. One was probably thinking that England might be a bit itching to have Johnny Bairstow back because he is just coming back from a century. But yes, the England selectors have decided to put their faith in Ravi Bopara, because Ravi Bopara, what he showed against Australia is not only that he's good with the bat, he can also do it to the ball, and he was very, very effective in that Australian series against England, Australia-England series, where he took a lot of wickets. So Ravi Bopara, for that matter, finds his place. Keeps his place rather, and Ian Morgan, you know what an innovative player he is. So he comes in, and Craig Kisweeter is the wicket-keeper of the team. The bowling, well, it rests in the hands of James Anderson, Stephen Fenn, Chris Wokes, whether it is going to be a toss-up between Samit Patel and Chris Wokes, Tim Bresnan. So the bowling attack is absolutely strong there, and Graham Swan, the world-class spinner in their ranks. As far as South Africa are concerned, well, A.B. de Villiers would be the captain. He's the specialist captain for the One Day Internationals, and Graham Smith and Ashim Amla, and both are in some very, very good form. And the number one or one drop would be Dean Elgar. Now Dean Elgar is from South Africa, from Pietermaritzburg, and he's the one who was declared the domestic one-day cricketer of the year in South Africa. So it definitely speaks a lot about Dean Elgar, and one would be really, really loving to watch Dean Elgar come and Dean Elgar show his particular mettle on English wickets. And then we have A.B. de Villiers, the captain, coming in. J.P. Duminy, Faf du Plessis, you know what a wonderful fielder he is. He's absolutely 50 plus as soon as he enters the field. He is real, I would say. He's like John T. Rhodes. If you remember the former John T. Rhodes, once upon a time, now he's the coach of Mumbai Indians too. Well, he's absolutely like John T. Rhodes. Absolutely, he's lightning fast, and his reflexes are absolutely superb. Ryan McLaren brings in that all-round quality into the team. Well, he could be quite a handful there. And then the bowling. Look at the bowling. Morne Markle will be part of. There's no Dale Steyn here, as you know, because Dale Steyn has been rested because of the T20 World Cup coming in. So Morne Markle will sharing the new ball with Lonwabo Sotsobe, and then they have Wayne Parnell, who did well on the South Africa A tour, which they had against, I'm not sure about which team they were playing, but they definitely had, there was a tournament which happened, and South Africa A, Wayne Parnell, did very well. So he would be there as the left armour. And then we have the spinner, Robin Peterson. Not only does he spin the ball, he is also a very good batsman. When the time comes, if you need to back some sixes, he can do that. We saw that he did that in the World Cup 2011, as we saw him. Well, other than that, we are looking out for a good game, and only hope that there is I am told that's a very good forecast tomorrow, so it's going to be warm and sunny. So but there is a possibility. One is having a feeling. I mean, this is what the news which is coming in, saying that the pitch could turn. So if the pitch could turn, then the spinners would definitely come in the equation. But yes, one is really, really waiting to watch this South Africa and England clash go the whole hog and not end up like before. Well, rain is not something which is going to prevent it now for sure. So definitely we are going to have a game where England and South Africa would be playing this game to the full, and that would be great entertainment for the spectators and the cricket fans all over the world. Well, we are looking forward to that for sure. And then there is one more game coming up tomorrow, and that is a game which is the United Arab Emirates. As you know, Australia won the warm-up match against Afghanistan, but now they are really coming to the real crunch, because it is going to be Pakistan versus Australia. The first match of the tournament is going to start tomorrow at the United Arab Emirates, and that is going to be very, very interesting to see, because Australia-Pakistan clashes are always very, very interesting. And the news that we have, certain news certain news coming from is that Matthew Wade was looking unconvincing the other day. Steve Rickson, the acting coach, has felt that probably Matthew Wade, being an opener, and then as you know, in United Arab Emirates now the timings are a bit odd. It goes probably up till midnight. So that's the precise reason they are planning to put Matthew Wade down the order, so that since he's a wicket keeper, he has to right away come on to the other day after playing, he had to immediately come and do the wicket keeping. So probably that is draining him, and so they have decided that Matthew Wade won't be opening the innings. I think that's a good move. Matthew Wade would be doing wicket keeping duties. It could be a possible that Michael Hussey, who has opened for Chennai Super Kings, as you know, in the IPL, probably they might be tempted to give Michael Hussey a chance to open the innings. So that will be interesting to see how David Warner and Michael Hussey go. And other than that, dear fans, friends and subscribers, we are looking out for a good game there in the United Arab Emirates. Tomorrow, the first match of this particular clash between Australia and Pakistan, the first match is going to be starting tomorrow. It will be very, very interesting to watch that for sure. Other than that, dear fans, friends and subscribers, I have to end this cricket report for today, but I'll be back with a full match report. Hopefully not a full match report, it all depends on my time, but definitely I'll be there to give you some information, or probably a cricket update one could call it, on the England-South Africa game. And if possible, before I go, if Australia and Pakistan play and that starts before I leave for my work, then probably I'll be in a position to do that as well. So looking forward to some interesting matches coming up tomorrow. This is your host Ram saying goodbye. Thank you.